Hi, my name is Cece Sullivan. I'm the mother of Kyrie Sullivan. And how has Kyrie having sickle cell affected us as a family? It's affected us very much. He was diagnosed when he was born having the sickle cell trait, but he was only diagnosed with sickle cell beta thal, which is a form of sickle cell, but not a full-blown form of sickle cell. He has experienced very traumatic pain crisis, especially when he was younger, a lot younger, more so that he was, being hospitalized. So that was, very traumatic, and it's just something, a family with dealing with sickle cell had to get used to dealing with. I think once we found out what sickle cell was and how it was treated and how to deal with the pain crisis, we really managed it well. An example of a very traumatic time in our lives is when Kyrie at age 14 had his stroke. He actually didn't know he was having a stroke, and I had to walk him through the different symptoms of what a stroke was. He spoke when he spoke, and he spoke very slow, and it was very mumbled, and one side of his face was very slouchy. And so he was in the hospital, probably intensive care, for about 2 days, and once they got his stroke under control, and then he was moved to a neurology wing at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So that was one of the most traumatic times that we had to go through, dealing with Kyrie with sickle cell. But other than that, he fully recovered. They said that he would probably, have some residual effects from the stroke. But if you didn't know that Kyrie, if you didn't know he had a stroke, you would never have known. He doesn't show any signs. I know some certain signs because I went through the whole physical therapy with him dealing with the stroke. But other than that, you wouldn't be able to tell. But dealing with sickle cell, if you're not prepared, can be very traumatic for a family. But once you learn how to deal with it, you just deal with it like any other disease or chronic illness and things of that nature. But he also has a sister with sickle cell, so I have 2 kids. 2 out of my 3 kids have sickle cell. His dad has the trait. I have something called thalassemia, which is where you have severe iron deficiency. So because his father has the trait, if we would have had another child, and that child will have a 25% chance of having sickle cell, some form of sickle cell. But our 3rd child, he does not have any form of sickle cell. So if you have a person, like my husband has the trait and I don't, but had I had the trait, they would have had full-blown sickle cell. So I hope this helps with your project. I hope my examples were clear, and if not, you can always reach back out to me. Thanks. Have a great day.